everyone, it's Ruby here and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. In today's video, I am recreating my birthday glam makeup look that I also wore for New Year's Eve. So this is what I'm working with. Even though I've got a few blemishes, it ain't the end of the world. That is what makeup is for, but before I start concealing my blemishes, I need to give my skin a little bit of a pick-me-up. And don't I have the perfect product for that? This is the Estee Lauder and Victoria Beckham Morning Aura Illuminating Cream. This makes your skin look like it's glowing from within, like you've just had a facial. It is an illuminating product, but it's not gonna draw any unwanted attention to enlarged pores and areas that have a lot of texture. It's very, very flattering, even on blemish-prone skin like mine. For foundation today, I am using the EX1 Invisiwear foundation in the shade F100. I love this foundation because it photographs so beautifully, and it's the reason why a lot of celebrity makeup artists will use this brand for red carpet events. And my favorite way to apply this foundation is by using a beauty sponge. It just gives it that skin-like look. Now I'm taking my Sigma F66 Angled Buffing Concealer brush, and I'm dipping it into the EX1 Invisiwear Concealer. This brush and concealer combo makes it so easy to conceal and cover up a big red sore pimple, and the formulation of this concealer as well is perfect for the eye area. It's very thin, it's very delicate, it spreads evenly across the eyelid, and not only does it conceal and cover up discoloration and dark circles, it also works as a really nice base for your eyeshadows as well. It just makes the colors appear a lot more vibrant, it helps with longevity. It's just a great multi-purpose product to have. Onto the eyeshadow, I am taking the Sigma Beauty Warm Neutrals Volume 2 palette. I am obsessed with this palette, by the way. The formulation of these eyeshadows are absolutely beautiful. Well done, Sigma. I'm now dipping in the shade Humble using my Real Techniques brush, and I'm using this shade to literally set my lids from lash line all the way to brow bone. Moving on to the transition shade, I'm now taking Passion Fruit on a blending brush, and I'm literally just placing it into the socket and blending it upwards and outwards close to my brow bone. And this will give the eyes a really nice warm and pretty hazy effect. This was the point where I realized that I haven't filled in my brows and they're looking quite disheveled. So I reached for my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade number 4. By the way, I am so convinced that this is one of the best eyebrow pencils on the market because you just don't ever have a bad brow day with this product. It's absolutely amazing. Back onto the eyes, I'm taking the shade Toasty on a small blending brush, and I'm working this shade directly into the crease using teeny tiny little windscreen wiper motion so I can make sure that the color is just limited to the crease area only. Then with a light hand, I'm just extending the outer corner of the crease upwards and outwards towards the tail of my brow just to create a more elongated eye look. I'm using the same brush but dipping into the shade Henna, which is a richer, warmer brown shade. I'm working this color onto the mobile lid, but just on the outer corners and also the inner corners of my eyes. We're keeping the inner portion of the mobile lid completely bare for our spotlight effect. I'm spritzing my brush with a little bit of Fix Plus so that when I dip into the tan pigment from MAC Cosmetics, it's going to go on with no fallout, and it's also going to create a really pretty wet effect on the eyelids. So our lower lash line is going to be smoked really heavily and quite low. So I'm taking my concealer first and concealing underneath my eyes, along my nose, and also on the cheeks, apples of my cheeks, just to create a more lifted, sculpted look. Can we all just quickly say hello to John's nose? I asked John for a kiss and he rejected me. So of course I sooked for the whole day. Back to concealer. This is the Kevyn Aucoin, the Etherealist Supernatural Concealer. I love blending this concealer out with a sponge, especially when the sponges have like flat edges so I can get a really nice crisp line to my eyeshadow. So for my lower lash line, I'm just using the shade Henna and just smoking it down so that I have a really nice hazy effect on the lower lash line. I wanted to create a slightly fuller but subtly smokier lash line, so I'm taking a tiny amount of product and working it towards the outer third of my top lash line and really pushing the product into the bed of my lashes. It's very subtle, but very effective in my opinion. I'm just applying some mascara to my top lashes only, letting them fully dry and just Moving on to my contour, this is the Urban Decay Shapeshifter Contour Palette. The reason why I'm mixing all the shades together is because I accidentally purchased the wrong shade. I didn't want to return it because I was super lazy, so every time I use this palette, I have my very own customized contour and highlighting shades. For this look, I wanted a very simple cheek look, just heavy contouring, and that's it. No blush, no bronzer. My top lashes have fully dried, so I'm applying some lashings of mascara onto my lower lashes as well. I'm also taking a flesh toned eyeliner and just rimming the waterline of my eyes to give my eyes a brighter, bigger look. To set, of course, I'm going to be using my Chanel Universal Powder in the shade number 3. And instead of using a brush like I usually do, I'm patting my powder into my skin using a sponge. It just gives the skin more of an airbrushed look. I also decided to give myself a nose job, using makeup of course, to make my nose appear thinner and shorter. And I'm taking my sponge once again with some powder to blend out the lines. So for this look, I envisioned matching eyes and lips together. So I'm taking the MAC Cosmetics Stone Lip Pencil and I'm just lining the perimeter of my lips. And then going in with my Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Confessions. When I was popping it on, I thought, you know what, this is a little too pink for me and for this eye look. So I went back in with the Stone Lip Pencil from MAC Cosmetics once again, just to create more of an ashier lip look, especially on the outer corners of my lips. I feel like a birthday look isn't complete without some highlighter, and the one that I'm using today is the Balm Merry Luminizer highlighter, and look at that glow. I'm obsessed with this highlighter. And that's it guys, I really hope you enjoyed my birthday glam makeup look. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all in a brand new video later on this week. I love you guys, bye!